Hello everyone and welcome back to Bruton Bricks. Today we're going to be looking at the LEGO Star Wars 75299 Trouble on Tatooine set from The Mandalorian. This set costs 28 British pounds or 30 American dollars and it released in January 2021. It has 278 pieces. There are a few minor spoilers for Mandalorian Season 2 in this video, particularly from chapters 9 and 13. Without any further ado, let's take a look at the set. This set's first minifigure is the Mandalorian, or Din Djarin. It is definitely an upgrade over the previous Mandalorian figure, with arm printing and a more accurately coloured helmet and cape. Unfortunately, under the helmet there is only a black head to be seen. But under the cape, there is some very good back printing. The sheer detail and accuracy of this minifigure makes it easily the best LEGO minifigure LEGO has released in 2021 so far. It even comes with his pistol and his long-range rifle. The set's second minifigure is a Tusken Raider. The figure is a new or exclusive, as it was released last year in 2020, but that does not take away from the detail or accuracy of the minifigure. The head mod, previously introduced in 2015, is absolutely perfect, and all the printing is incredibly high quality as well. His accessory is a gaffy stick, like usual with Tusken Raiders. The set's final minifigure is of course Grogu, or the child as it is labelled on the box. This set is by far the cheapest way to get Grogu in minifigure form. For his body, Grogu uses the baby piece from LEGO City, and for his head, he uses a new specially molded piece. On the front you can see some very small printing of his clothes from the Mandalorian. For many, the child is the main draw to the set, and is probably the cutest LEGO Star Wars minifigure ever made. The first build of the set is the Mandalorian speeder bike, first introduced in Chapter 5 of The Mandalorian. The speeder is incredibly impressive, including so much detail in such a small scale. The slopes on the front of the speeder help to give it a nice, sleek design. The front of the speeder is held on by the handlebars, which is an interesting technique for a speeder. On the side you can see some incredible greebling, which adds a lot of detail to the speeder. On the back of the speeder you can see a LEGO baby carrying piece that attaches onto minifigures from LEGO City. This is actually for Grogu. This enables Grogu to accompany the Mandalorian on any adventures he may have. From this angle you can see the two weapon clips for the Mandalorian's weapons, as well as the handlebars for him to clip onto when he is sitting in the speeder. Here's a look at the Mandalorian speeder fully loaded with Mando, Grogu and of course his weapons, which are part of his religion. From the front this is an excellent look, except the Mando having to lean back a little bit, but that's not a massive problem. What is a massive problem however is his cape, and how bendy it has to get for the Mandalorian to sit down on the speeder. Because of this, unless you have spares of the cape it is dangerous to have him sitting down this long if you do not want it to be damaged. On a more positive note, this gives you a better look at how the Mandalorian's weapons can clip onto the speeder, as well as little Grogu in his pouch. The second build of the set is the Tusken Raider's Ballista. Ballista is a word you'll probably never expect to hear in a LEGO Star Wars set review. There are many positives to this. It's fun to put together, it's got a good design, and it looks great on display. From this angle you can see a better look at the speeder and how it is built. You can also see it uses a silver spring-loaded shooter as the arrow or harpoon, which we'll get to later. There are many interesting building techniques used on the Ballista. I use two flexi tube pieces to create the shape of the Ballista, but these don't actually affect the firing at all. On the back you can see a little crank which can be turned and a handle for the Tusken Raider to grip onto. To keep the Ballista standing, LEGO used 3 feet and a cheetah clear brick. These feet can often fall off, so it does make sense why LEGO included this here. The set's final build is our very first Tusken Raider tent, or at least half of one. Despite this, it is a very good build and works very well in this set. Both the tent sides can be easily folded out to allow for easier access for both you and minifigures. The back of the tent may not be exciting, but it is still fairly sturdy and works well for a tent build. In front of the tent there is a small campfire where minifigures can sit and roast some crate dragon. Inside the tent there is a few seats for minifigures, and a bone in a pot, which leaves some questions to be answered. Here is what it looks like when you sit a minifigure down inside the tent. Let's see what the Ballista can do against an actual minifigure not included in the set. Well, clearly that time the Tusken Raider didn't load the Ballista properly, so let's try again. Now let's see what the Ballista can really do against any unwanted visitors not included in the set. Whoa, that attempt on his life must have left him scarred and deformed. Here's a look at the box of the Trouble on Tatooine set. As you can see, it uses the Mandalorian box art, which is a nice touch. On the back of the box you can see there is some Trouble on Tatooine, along with some demonstrations of the set's action features. On the side of the box you can see a nice picture of the Mandalorian riding on a speeder bike, along with a white greebling and LEGO Star Wars logo. And finally, the top of the box displays a 1:1 scale of the Mandalorian minifigure and further white greebling, as usual. Here are some interesting shots I took of the set. This minifigure selection is incredible, especially with the inclusion of Grogu and the Mandalorian with that arm printing. The speeder and the rest of the builds are very unique and detailed. With 3 builds and some really good action features, this set is incredibly good for playability. The price may not be perfect, but it is fair for what comes with this set. A major character from Chapter 9 of The Mandalorian was Cobb Vanth. It's a shame he wasn't included in this set, considering the size of his role in the episode and the fact he's actually a pretty good character. The Mando figure is excellent, but the fact it has a black head is disappointing, considering we've seen Din's face multiple times in the show. The Mandalorian's hard cape is incredibly annoying to me, as it's very difficult to sit him down anywhere. In addition, the speeder is a little bit flimsy in places. Here is the Bruton Bricks Brickinator, my LEGO set scoring system for reviews and Bruton figs. The LEGO Star Wars Trouble on Tatooine set gets a... Thank you very much for watching my review of the LEGO Star Wars 75299 Trouble on Tatooine set. If you enjoyed the review, be sure to check out the Bruton Bricks reviews playlist on my channel Bruton Bricks for more epic reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and goodbye!